let's see, what time is it? 3:30. So we got like an hour, maybe an hour and a half max. I have gone down to the smallest possible hook. This is I think a number 8 size sabiki that I haven't used this for a long time, since I think I was trying for anchovies on the pier or something. So, but these striped perch, they're big fish. They just have small mouths, and I have been missing them all day. Boom, boom, boom. Boy, I tell you, that's a heartbreaker. But you know, I've had a lot of fun out here all day. That's what it's all about. Had a lot of fun. I had a few slip and falls. I didn't break anything. I'm lucky, and that's what I should be thankful for. Now let's get a striped perch. Shake it a little bit. It's got those big white flies on it. That's what I like about these ones. White flies, and it's got these, I don't think it's a Daiichi sabiki. It might be, but it's got these little red hooks, like just like the Daiichi sharp hook. Super sharp, razor sharp, super small. And as soon as they show up for Din Din, I'm taking one of them home for Din Din. There we go. Are you serious? A bite and a miss. That small a hook? And these aren't small bites. Well, that one wasn't the biggest of the bites, but it's all the same fish, I know it. Come on, I got 5 more of them. Let's go. Let's go. Where's the school? Starting to sound like Steve Comalander out here. Special shout out to Mr. Steve Comalander, Southerner from the Carolinas, I believe it is. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, Steve Comalander. My favorite fishing show right there, Steve Comalander. Awesome. He does fishing back out in the south in a boat on lakes. Awesome. And he does a lot of that. Anyway. Yeah, if you have not subscribed or taken a look at Steve Comalander's videos, awesome. This guy could be a commercial fisherman with the amount of fish that he brings in off this little boat. Oh. But it's always fun to watch. Alright, I think the pack of striped perch is moving back in. It's always the little ones first. Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now. I'm getting a real small striped perch bite. I'm surprised I didn't catch those either, though. Well, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, there we go. There it is. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about hooks on. Oh, this is a real little guy. This one's going back. Yeah, see? It's always the small ones that show up first. This is what a baby striped perch looks like. You could technically take that home and pan fry it, but we're not that hungry today, so we're gonna throw this little guy back. And yeah, see how small their mouths are though? Look at that, upside down. Okay, let's get this guy back in the water nice and gently. Pop, there we go. All right, come on, tell some of your big brothers and sisters to show up. We got shrimp. All right. All right. Got one? Not sure. Look, I got one that I got a snag, and I still might have one here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, another baby one. Okay, it's baby number 2. Maybe I'll catch the baby striped perch limit. We're throwing this one back though. I don't keep these guys unless they're big enough to fillet. You can pan fry a fish this size. Like if it was a silver, that'd be a nice eater. But since I want to fillet them, too small, doesn't count towards making the limit either. I don't think so. Baby size shouldn't. Baby guys, of all these perch species, when they travel in schools like this, they're almost the scouts. They always show up first. And I just had a nice sizable bite, but it missed it somehow. So now you miss it with a hook this small, a piece of bait this small, a target that size. Oh, there we go. I think that's something. Can't really tell size yet. Maybe mid-size. Oh yeah, okay, they're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Huh? That's number 3. That's almost a keeper right there. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's almost a keeper, but let's let this pretty little guy go here. Oh, that's a beautiful fish, isn't it? Yeah. See, like I said, the striped perch are out. And this was my, not my premonition, but my, just based on doing nothing but surf fishing for like the last 20 years. Those are the guys that show up first. Calico is going to show up next month. Right now, it's all about striped perch and, of course, the silvers. And I would not be surprised to see some walleye showing up on beaches here. We only got about half the bait here, but let's just throw us right back in there. Let's see if they just keep getting bigger. When we want to fillet a striped perch, let's have another couple of bites right there. We want like one of those 1 pound, 2 pounders, like up around 12 inches at least. And it's nice that these hooks are so small that they're only cutting through their lips, not significantly hurting the fish. Oh, see, that's what happens. Oh no, I hope I didn't lose that speed. Now what happened is I had a fish there, and then the weight got caught on something, and it took the weight and left the 12-pound leader all the way down, so I just got to put another weight on there. So let's get back to business here. So shout out to the kid that was out here with his brothers. They were living the California dream. These kids were over here on the other side, the south side of the north side, and they were surfing, they were fishing. The kid caught a 14-inch cabezon. I measured it myself. Didn't think to put it on the camera. It was right there in the middle of the day, and I don't think the sun was getting to me or whatever. I think he said his name was Aaron. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, buddy. He said he found out about this place because he was watching my video show. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, another shout out to Edward, the parking lot attendant on the weekends here. If you come to Martin's Beach and you want to know what's going on, he's a fisherman too. He'll tell you everything. He's a very nice gentleman, and he'll let you know what's going on. Now the last one that broke off, it broke off right here. I had one of these dual snap clips. I believe that's what they call them. Dual lock snap clip, something like that. And that's good to know. Maybe that was just a fluke, but the weight got caught and it just pulled off, and I just lost this and the sinker. And I still got this nice sabiki here. And now, it's been about 5 minutes since I had to change that out. Let's see if some of the bigger stripes have shown up yet. Come on, little striped perch. I want to take one home for dinner. Nice size one though, none of these baby ones. Come on, let's go. All right, got another one. Oh yeah, there's a significant pull on this one. This might be the take-home one. There we go, baby. Woo! I wish you could see the way it flipped around the water. Oh, that was nice. That's good enough to take home. This is good enough to fillet. I don't know how big it is, but it's big enough. There we go. Striped perch. So that one there, that keeper there, I'd say that was like a mid-size. And it's the way it works. Small ones show up, the bigger ones show up, and then the biggest. I don't know, maybe because they're so big, they take longer to get here. I'm going to pull it out a little further. Got a couple of vicious snags on this rock right there. I want to make sure I don't drift into that rock because, well, I'm loving this sabiki right here. I think they're called a Daiichi sabiki is what these ones are. Daiichi, they make a lot of surf fishing equipment. One of them, wow. Knocked out for about 3 pieces. I gotta put some more shrimp on. When you're fishing, you run into a school of fish. And you just keep knocking them out one at a time. Pulled in a little bit closer to the rock. I probably lost a couple of pieces. Okay, still got shrimp on it. So, the right spot. I want to snag this up here. There we go. There's our spot. They're already biting with the little dinky ones. Come on, give me the jumbo. Come on, jumbo, it's dinner time. Pull that one in. I wasn't sure if I had it or not, but I didn't want it to drift into that rock there. I know right now what's catching them is the small pieces of shrimp and the hooks, but then the bite died down for a couple of minutes. They're probably just right up the block and they're headed back. So what I'll do is I'll put some juicy piece like that with the blood or whatever that orange stuff is in there coming out. Now, I probably won't catch a fish on this, but it'll help to draw their attention back to the spot where I'm at. All right, loosen up my drag. I almost had trouble with that one there. Another keeper size, possibly. It's in between. I can fillet that. It's not bad. Let's measure it. See how big it is. These guys get fat quick. These striped perch. Let's see. Let's take a look at the size of this guy. This is about 9.5 inches there. That's not bad. What should we say on striped perch? Let's make it 10. Let's go for 10 inch, even though there is no size limit on them. Let's let this little guy live. I'm not that hungry. Alright, there we go. They're biting again. Still out there. I'm pretty sure they're going to be there till sunset, unless some big old striped-eating shark comes in here or something. They're not going anywhere. got one, but I also got a snag in the rocks. Gotta work this just right so I don't lose the fish. Hopefully that 12-pound test will give way and save me my Sabiki line. There's still full of fish on it. Yeah, it's worth it. There we go. Oh, I think I lost something though. Looks like we got part of the sabiki on there. So what happened was probably the bottom half of the sabiki. Bottom half of the sabiki broke off. And let's see, what can we do with this? Maybe you could work these 3 hooks here. Put about a 3.5 foot piece of leader on the bottom. And that way you have less chance of snagging. The sabiki obviously snagged something, lost the fish as well. Now we're down to technique, I don't know, number 15, fishing for striped perch in rocky areas. Now, what I'm thinking happened last time, since the sabiki broke in half, is that one of the bottom hooks got caught, and that's why that broke off. So I'll keep the hooks closer to the top. And the reason I'm thinking, I don't know, but maybe there's some kelp in there too. Along with that rock that's right there, maybe there's some kelp. And if I keep the hooks up a little bit higher, maybe I'll have a less chance of snagging that kelp. So I've got these 3 hooks here, and instead of 6. And then I've got almost about a 4-foot piece of the 12-pound leader off the bottom. So we're going to keep the bait towards the top and see if that helps keep us from snagging. We're not going to be out here too much longer. I mean, we already got dinner at this point. Any other striped perch I catch, I'll probably just go in the freezer. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Freezing your fish, right? That first real small bite. I wonder who that guy is, you know? Comes in and just kind of like that. Then the bigger one's going. There we go, see that? Of course, when you do something like this, and now I'm closer to the top, you're gonna get people saying, well, what about, you know, maybe they're feeding closer to the bottom, you know? When you're talking about 6, maybe 7 feet of water, and it's this clear, and they see bait dancing around a couple of feet above their head, they're not gonna say, hey, you know what, I'm a bottom feeder, I'm not gonna go for that. And those couple of bites I just had right there prove it. Oh no, not another snag. Oh man. Well, that might be it, folks. That might be it. Oh boy. What happened this time? Okay. So, again, I lost the bottom half of the line. I still got this. Maybe we'll give it a few more shots. Oh, got one. Yeah, I thought it was bouncing across the rocks. Again, this is a greenling. I've got 3 hooks, so I wouldn't be able to keep it anyways. And this one's probably about 10 inches. I don't think it's worth wasting the poor guy's life to measure him, because every second counts when you're out of the water. So we'll just try to take it nice and easy without breaking any of these fins here. Come on, little guy. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, there we go. And needle out, boom. Back to the water. Okay. I thought I was bouncing something off the rocks there. I didn't know I had a greenling on the line. Sure. This is going to be a nice sized striped perch. Oh, looks like we got another something in there. Oh, a bocasillo. Will you look at that? That's a type of rock fish here, the bocasillo. And I probably would have been able to keep it, but I got 3 hooks. Rock fish you have to catch with only 2 hooks. So I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to bocasillo. I'm gonna throw them in the water right now so that it'll live. Oh, that's a beautiful fish. And I've never, you know, I almost thought of like chopping one of these. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop one of these hooks off here and just go with 2 hooks. And then possibly the next bocasillo. I don't think there's a size limit on the bocasillo, but take a good look at him. Take a look at it. All right, dorsal fin, fairly decent sized mouth for a fin fish. We're chopping one of these off, and which one we're going to chop off? We are going to chop off the bottom hook right here, right here. It's hard to believe I'm catching a rockfish on a size 8 hook, but if we do catch another one, maybe we could catch. I'm going to go look it up and see if there's a size limit. Of course, there is a limit. I don't. That one was really close. That might have been 10 inches, but it doesn't matter because I caught it with 3 hooks. Goes back in the water. But that's a bocasillo right there. Look at that. That is that fish. Spot on. Okay, so now we're down to 2 hooks. Let's see if we'll catch another one. So this just goes to prove it's not the size of the hook, but we are now down to 2 hooks from originally a sabiki line. Number size 8 hooks. We're pulling up bocasillo. We're pulling up greenlings. If we do catch one that is the required size for the species, we can keep it. So let's just continue with this interesting take on things. I've always felt a lot that I'd have a lot better luck on a rockfish if I had a bigger hook on it, but well, there we go. We're catching them on a number size 8 hook. And I haven't had a hit on a striped perch for a while too, so it's interesting to see how the fish come and go and the species change. It's a big ocean. There's no reason for them to just sit here for the next 2 years. They want to go out there and explore, and I don't think they keep too much track of anything, which is kind of nice. Got something here. Wow. Really took a dive there. Wow, okay, so now I've got 2 hooks. And now I got a bocasillo that I can measure. Will you look at this? This one's a little bit bigger than that other bocasillo. You can catch 3 of these. And I don't think I've ever eaten a bocasillo. Let's see. So the bocasillo have shown up. I'm catching them on a number 8 size hook. This is just outstanding. It's like, it's time to go, right? It's time for me to go home. And I've already got dinner, but I can always put the striped perch aside. Or just eat a lot of fish tonight. Let's see. Oh yeah. Woo! That's 11 inches. This one here is an 11-inch fish, so he's gonna die, so I don't have to be too careful anymore. All right, buddy, and possibly there's a few more over there. Well, he's meaty too. This bocasillo is meaty. I want you to see the size of this. Let's see if we can do this in a way, because he wants to keep jumping around. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's all the way at the mouth here. As you go back, you see 10 inches, and I still got fish left here. See? Right there. And you go all the way up, and it's almost 11 inches. Look at that landslide. You see that? See that landslide coming down? That's what I'm telling you about. Stay away from the cliffs here. Even though I got all my stuff up there, because I was trying to keep it away from the water. You know, it's not one thing, it's the other. But looking at this book a little closer, the only two possible things that this fish could be is a bocasio. I'm thinking because of the mouth and the eye, not so much the coloration, but the dorsal fins are almost very similar and hard to differentiate on the bocasio and the black rockfish. On the coloration, it looks a lot like a black rockfish because it's black, it's dark. The bocasio is supposed to be bronze like it is in this picture here, but the body shape on it, either way, if it's a bocasio, it's 10 inches. I caught it on 2 hooks. If it's a black rockfish, we're good to go. So, either way, we can catch a maximum of 3 bocasio, and on the rockfish, the black rockfish, you know, they got that aggregate amount of rockfish you can catch. Not much sunlight left, as you can see, so we better put a cable out there. Okay, so imagine turning this into a rock fishing episode with something that a size hook that you would catch lake fish on. I remember the last time I put size 8 hooks on, but I think I was trying to catch anchovy for bait off of the pier. Oh. But no, I'm pretty sure it's a black rockfish. So I'm pretty sure that guy's, because of the coloration and black rockfish travel in schools. And the other one was probably a black rockfish, which means maybe I'll catch a couple more black rockfish before the sun goes down there. Didn't even know I had it on there. So there is a lot of rockfish out here tonight. This is another greenling. Way too small. Caught on a number 8 hook. So just throw it back. So real carefully. Whoops. Sorry about that. You should try not to touch their eyes, is what they said, if you want them to live. Trying in this case not to break his jaw or something. I want to just rip it out. That wouldn't be too cool. There we go. There we go. Hurt a little bit, but be okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that fish was on there till the end. That's why I turned it on, and then by turning it on the camera, I almost snagged the line right up here. Anyways, almost time to go.